And in the process of this merry chase, the guard shouted, "Escaped! The elephant calf has escaped." Escaped means make himself free from the prison. Voices sounded within the hut. Someone lit a lantern and the front door burst open. So the voice of the guard was so loud that after listening to the sound, the person who was inside the hut woke up from his sleep and lit the lantern and dashed open the front door. Nalia and two others rushed out and joined in the furious chase. And Nalia, the owner of that house, he also and some other person from the house also, they also ran behind the elephant to catch him once again. Round and round the baby went with the men in his hot pursuit. Nalia, quicker on his feet than the other, almost caught up with the animal but lost his balance and fell flat on his face. So Nalia was running more faster than the other men, and he was almost successful to catch the animal, but suddenly he lost his balance and fell flat on towards his face side, and he get a big stroke on his nose. Nalia quickly came up with an idea. So Nalia decided, and he got an idea to catch that baby elephant. What was the idea? They would rush the baby from all sides, cutting off all its escape routes. Under Nalia's instruction, the men separated and jumped at the animal from different directions. The result was not what they had hoped for. The four of them banged into each other while the baby slipped through a gap and rushed blindly straight at Nalia's hut. So Nalia decided that all 4 or 5 of them will catch the baby elephant from different directions, and they will close all the exit gates. And they did the same, but everything was failed, and the baby elephant just slipped out from their plan and rushed blindly straight inside the Nalia's hut. The wall of the hut were weak as they were made of bamboo. So the hut was made up of bamboo, and the baby elephant knew nothing, and he just smashed everything from the hut. The elephant calf did not know its own strength. It went through the wall as if they were made of paper. So the baby elephant just passing through the wall of the hut, and it was falling like it was smashing, it was breaking, just like the hut was made up of paper. Nalia looked up at the heaven, tore at its hair, and emitted a terrible wail. And Nalia was looking towards his hut, and he was tearing his hair, and he was terribly crying. With a fearful howl, he rushed at the baby with murder in his eyes, his hands curved like claws as if to throttle the calf alive. So after seeing his heart broken by the elephant calf, the Nalia turned very angry, and he was just making his hands like claws, curved claws, so that he will murder that baby calf alive from his hand with the help of his hands. The fleeing baby brought down more walls of the hut. Nalia let out a long, painful cry as he looked at the shambles that had once been his house. But the baby elephant was not understanding anything. He was just running here and there and breaking all the walls of his hut. And Nalia was just looking to the shambles. Shambles means here written the broken parts of his house. The broken parts of his house, which was earlier part of his house. Get the kunki, Nalia barked. So Nalia shouted loudly and telling his men or the servants to bring the kunki. Kunki here means a person who is a master or trainer of the elephants. The kunki was the trained elephant. He is the trainer. So we will have to rope the calf. We must do something, Babul said urgently. So Nalia ordered his men to bring the kunki so that they will able to catch the elephant. Suddenly Babul said that now we have to do something, because if kunki will come, if they bring the kunki, the calf doesn't stand a chance. So the calf will not get the next chance to free from the prison. They will again catch the elephant with the help of kunki. So Babul decided to do something immediately before the kunki comes. Come, said Dhanai. I know a trick that might work. Now Dhanai says, I have a trick in my mind and I hope that trick will be helpful, or we will be successful if we will apply that trick. He led his companions far away from Nalia's hutment and stopped at the point where a narrow trail led into the sanctuary. So they all stand near a trail, a path towards the sanctuary, which was a bit far from the Nalia's hut. Dhanai put 2 fingers to his mouth and let out a piercing whistle. And Dhanai put 2 fingers inside his mouth and started whistling. This was a trick his father, an experienced elephant man, had taught him, and that trick of whistling taught to him by his father, who was an experienced elephant man. The effort of the whistle on the baby elephant was electric, and the whistle made a quick effect on the elephant. After listening to the whistle sound with a great speed, the elephant calf with a great speed, it took off in the direction from which the whistle had come. So the elephant, the baby elephant, just rushed towards the whistle sound. By now the baby had gogged its own strength. Gogged its own strength means understand how strong it was. So baby understood that he is very strong and he can do anything of his wish. So he smashed everything and rushed towards the whistle sound. Previously it had stayed away from the bamboo barriers, but now it rammed straight into the gate. The weak structure came apart and the baby was out. So baby understood that this bamboo gate is nothing in front of him, so he can easily break and come out from the bamboo fence. It raced to the waiting boys, who gave it a hurried but affectionate welcome. So the baby elephant rushed towards the boys and they were waiting for the baby to come. Then quickly they led the baby into the sanctuary. As they entered the deep woods of the sanctuary, the boys slowed down to find the mother elephant. So 3 boys and the baby elephant, they entered into the sanctuary, and after entering into the sanctuary they slowed down their speed because now they are trying to find the mother elephant. As if to help them, the mother let out a loud and a clear trumpet, and suddenly from a far distance the sound of a trumpet of a mother comes out, as if the mother is also trying to help those 3 boys to find her out. With a joyous squeal, the baby broke loose from the boys and rushed towards its mother. And with a joyous squeal means a happy sound. The baby broke loose. Broke loose means the baby leave or left the three boys and goes towards or rushed towards its mother. So it's finally we find that the three boys were successful to make a happy ending of a small baby by meeting him from his mother.